It's time to get serious. It is time to get serious. It's time to stop sugarcoating everything. I've talked about this and I've talked about it over and over again, and it doesn't seem to sink into some people, because I know there are those out there that hear this and it goes in one ear, out the other. Oh, we're good. Yeah, it's not going to happen. No. And we need to stop worrying about, this mystery pandemic, the next one that's coming. They tried to scare us the last time when this happened. If you're watching this, you're still here. Why are you afraid of something that you've already conquered? What about all the missiles that are coming over here to nuke the United States? World War III, remember? Everybody said World War III, we're in it. It's just a matter of time. Their fingers on the button. We're still here. But we have one threat that we have to worry about. And when I say worry, I mean prepare for. And that's the power grid. When is the power grid going down? You notice I didn't say if the power grid is going down. It's when. Is it election time? If one side thinks they're losing, all of a sudden power grid goes down. No election. What about the people in the government? If they think they're losing control, power grid goes down. Is it hackers taking over our power grid, shutting it down? Who knows? Who is not the issue? It is how to survive when it does go down. Again, when it does go down. To be prepared for that. Are you prepared 2 months after having no power? Will you still have enough water? Will you still have enough food to continue going on? Because there will not be no water. You can't turn that little switch on and water comes out. Not to mention, you can't flush the toilet. The icky stuff will not go down anymore. Will you be able to protect your family after 2 months of protecting your family or your food or your water? Can you go on longer than 2 months? Can you go longer than 6 months? Do you have enough food in your home to last you a year? Do you have enough food and water and protection to last 2 years? What about 5 years? They say if we lose the power grid from an EMP, we're talking 10 years without the grid. 10 years. That's a long time. Do you have that long? Do you have that much food? Do you have that much water? Do you know how to how to repair things? Do you know how to fortify your house? Do you know how to live off the land if your house is no more? If your property is taken over? And there's always these people that say, well, I'll never leave my house. I'll die in my house and that stuff. If it's just you, that's fine. But if you have a family to think about, are you just going to stand there and let somebody delete you and then do worse things to your family? No, you're going to get the heck out of there so you can protect your family. A lot of people say a lot of things when they're behind the screen, chatting after watching the videos and stuff. But when it comes down to it, are you really prepared? Get up, go look at all your stuff, and tell me all of your preps that you could live for more than a year. Could you live more than 5 years on what you have in your house? I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of people out there that are going to say yes. We need to start getting prepared for something like this. Do you have a generator? Okay. How much gas do you have? Well, gas doesn't last but a year. That's if you treat it. So what are you going to do after a year? Yeah, there's propane. But how long will that propane in that tank last? I know there are some out there that are really prepared for this. But I know there's a lot that are watching these videos that just watch the videos and don't do anything until it's too late. When's the last time you've been without power for longer than 2 weeks? Seriously, think about it. Just don't wait for the next thing I say. Pause it right here and think about it. When's the last time you've been without power for more than 2 weeks? Now go back to that time and remember how much of a pain it was. And it might have been at a perfect time to lose power. It might have been springtime. It might have been the fall. Not in dead middle of summer or the cold of winter when it's really rough. We need to get serious about this. Stop and think about it. All the stuff that's going on. What is the percentage of things that can happen? A pandemic. Again, we've done this. We've made it through. If you're still here listening to this video, you made it through the last pandemic. Us being invaded by another country. That never happened. World War III, missiles attacking us. That didn't happen. One of the biggest threats is our power grid. At this time of life, if the power goes out, how many people will make it past that first 30 days? If they do, how many people are going to start going to house to get food, to get weapons? And that's just 30 days. Imagine longer, years. Again, this has nothing to do with fear. This is being serious. This is trying to get people prepared for this. I'm not even prepared for 5 years without power. And I'm working on it. Because I really think this is a credible threat. Is that power going out? Why do you think there are so many celebrities, politicians building bunkers? You even have the president, Mr. Biden himself, building a bunker for his family. Facebook guy building a bunker with blast-proof doors. You have tons of celebrities building bunkers all over the world. You have CEOs, you have leaders of other countries building bunkers because they know something is coming. What would be the something that they would need this for? EMPs taking out the grid. Hackers taking out the grid. Whatever it is, the grid goes down, we have to be prepared. I'm going to end this. And I want you guys in the comments to honestly answer. Could you be prepared for life for 5 years at least with no power? The grid's gone. You have no help from anybody. You have to survive 5 years. With the way the world is now, with thousands and thousands of immigrants that are already here, do you have what it takes to survive? Do you have the food? Do you have the water? 5 years. Let me know in the comments. God bless.